Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Boys Championship game of the 37th Annual Alaska Coastal Conference Tournament. This game will determine the tournament champion who will represent this conference at the Alaska State Class 1A Tournament in Anchorage. The visiting team for this game in the black uniforms from the Akula Tundra in Kipnuk Falcons. The home team on the scoreboard in the white uniforms from the Chief Paul Memorial High School in The floor officials for this game are referee Jake Andrew, umpire Tim Stickle, and umpire Nelson Anaver. First, for the Akula Tundra Foxes, coached by Harry D. Nicholas, and assistant coach Orlando Daniel. In reserve for the Foxes tonight, number 1, a sophomore, Norman Andrew. Number 5, a junior, Carlton Peter. Number 10, also a junior, Christopher Alexi. Number 11, a sophomore, Lance Isaac. Number 30, a senior, Abraham Taylor. Number 33, a junior, Donovan Nicholas. And a freshman, number 35, Preston Andrew. That's starting lineup for the Tundra Foxes. A co-captain, number 2, a senior, Glenn Wassley. The other co-captain, number 3, a senior, Theodore Andrew. And the captain, also a senior, number 12, Trenton Brick. The home team on the scoreboard, the Kipnuk Falcons, coached by Adolf and assistant coach Rico Ardignano. In reserve for the Falcons tonight, number 1, a junior, Elijah Paul. Number 3, a sophomore, Jalen Mann. Number 10, a senior, Daniel Nanolek. Number 12, a sophomore, Trevor Iaprin. Number 20, also a sophomore, Ethan Anaver. Number 25, a senior, Zacharias John. 40, a sophomore, Tyrell Handley. The starting lineup for the Falcons. Number 24, a junior, Frank Paul. Number 30, a senior, Kendall Handley. Co-captain, number 4, also a senior, Daniel Dock. The other co-captain, number 35, a senior, Martin Smith. And number 22, the captain, also a senior, Colin Carr. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remain standing for the playing of our national anthem by guitarist Brian Moses.
To Homer Bailey, he's
Palmer Bailey.
Palmer. Why do I always do that, man? I'm sorry, but yeah, he's down here for every game, calling it out. Anna Hoffman gave him a little break and came and called a couple for him.
She did great.
Yeah, thank you so much, Anna. You did a really good job coming in here and doing on-court play-by-play and stuff and announcing. We really appreciate it, and I know Palmer really appreciated it too. So
here we have number 35 Martin Smith and number 13 Montel Waska jumping it here at the tip-off. Miscommunication there.
Yeah, kind of a missed jump. They're going to re-jump it.
And here we have Kipnuk in the tip-off here for the 37th annual Coastal Conference Championship game. Hanley to Paul Frank for the 3. And that goes in the corner. Number 24. And on the other side for Akula, number 3, no good on the right side. Theodore Andrew. Defensive rebound by Martin Smith. He's going to hand it off to Colin Carl. And Akula is in a 3-2 zone here. Here we have Daniel Dock to number 24. Frank Paul to left side, Daniel Dock. Colin Carl to Martin Smith. Down low to Handley. Post move and traveling violation. Turnover Kipnuk.
Kipnuk 3, Akula 0, 7:12 left in the first.
Here we have number 3, Theodore Andrew, right side. Top of the key, number 12, Trenton Brink. Kipnuk in a man-to-man defense. Trenton wrapping out to the right. Block shot for the layup, no good. Great defense here by number 22, Colin. Rebounded here by Martin Smith. Colin setting up the offense here for the Falcons. 6 minutes, 40 seconds to go here in the first. Left side, Daniel Dock, quick three-pointer on the right, left wing, no good. Picked up here by Glenn Wasley, the senior. Going to the left-hand side, driving baseline, bounce pass to number 23 for the shot, no good. James Brink, great defense here by the Falcons.
Yeah, he had a big game yesterday. He's a powerhouse down in the blocks.
Colin Carl to the right side, number 24. That's Martin Smith, excuse me, for the 3, no good. Trenton Brink going coast to coast for the left, and he draws the foul.
Good take by Brink, pushing the ball up the floor. Kipnuk big and strong, wide-bodied young men. They play real physical and tough around the basket. Good take by Brink.
And Brink's first shot. Okay, here in the background, it goes good. He'll be shooting one more at the line, and this crowd's going to do half of the commentating, I'll tell you that.
For sure, good call, Matthew.
Here we have Brink, second shot. There you go. 2 for 2 at the line. Akula 2, Kipnuk 3. 6 minutes to go here. Akula in a full court zone defense. Martin Smith breaking the defense. Euro step and on the ground. It's going to be a foul on number 3 here, Theodore Andrew. It's his first foul. Correction, number 13, Montel Waska, that's his first foul. 1 team foul for Akula. Daniel Dock to Kendall, and almost a turnover, but a great recovery here by Colin Carl, the senior. To Daniel Dock, three-pointer, no good. Martin Smith driving into the lane, step through, no good, in and out. Montel Waska coming up with the rebound for Akula.
3-2, 5:39 left in the first. Kipnuk with a 1-point lead.
Trenton down to Montel. Set shot, no good. Kendall Handley coming up with the board for Kipnuk. 5 minutes, 27 seconds here in the first. Kipnuk 3, Akula 2. Let's see, Colin down to Kendall. Post move.
His bread and butter right there.
And he's been doing that all weekend long.
All weekend.
Here we have number 3, Theodore Andrew. Driving into the lane to draw the foul.
Good take by him, too. He knew he was going to run into a brick wall there. And tough little guy. Oh, they're calling it on the ground.
Still going to be a blocking foul here on the ground, though.
Yeah.
Kipnuk 5, Akula 2. Here we have Akula, Trenton Brink at the corner, driving into the lane. Floater, no good. Martin Smith coming up the rebound for Kipnuk. Colin Carl. Right side corner, Daniel Dock. Pump fake, back to Colin. Martin Smith. Left side of Frank Paul, three-pointer short. Offensive rebound, Daniel Dock, no good. Off the glass once again. Handley with the offensive board, but no good. Great defense here by Akula in the paint.
Yeah, they're doing a great job fighting on the glass. 5-2, Kipnuk with the 3-point lead.
Trenton Brink calling the ISO. Down low to the elbow, Montel. And gets the friendly bounce. Kipnuk 5, Akula 4, 4 minutes, 21 seconds. Handley to Daniel. Into the lane, and Montel Waska with the great defense. And Daniel Dock, great hustle to call the timeout there.
Man, that was good defense by number 13 there from Kasigla.
Yep, Montel Waska.
Yeah, stopping that fast break. The Kipnuk player was wide open down low, and he skied up.
Great anticipation.
Very good anticipation. 4:14 in the first. Kipnuk 5, Akula 4. Team fouls, Kipnuk 2, Akula 1. Pretty clean game.
Very fast-paced, aggressive, yet clean.
and you can just hear the crowd. I mean, they're just as excited as the ball players. They're settling in really good. Usually you see a lot of nerves and funky turnovers and just, but both these teams are really poised right now and playing some good basketball.
They both have one goal in mind.
Champion.
Here we have Kipnuk, Daniel Dock, the senior, inbounding it. Right side to Colin. Down low to Handley. Kendall, post move, bread and butter.
He's so strong down there. He's got a great drop step.
He's like a brick wall. You can't seem to move him. He's very tough down low. Kipnuk 7, Akula 4. Under 4 minutes to go. Trenton Brink to number 2. Glenn Wasley into the baseline. To number 23, James, and a turnover. Here by Colin. A steal. 3 minutes, 43 seconds. Daniel Dock, right side to the left. Colin. Back outside to Daniel. Slowing it down is Frank Paul. To the right. Pump fake. Daniel Dock, set shot at the right side wing, and it's going to be out of bounds by Trenton. And if Kendall Handley would have gotten that rebound, it would have been some post work down there.
Yeah, easy too. Kasigla, good job with them tapping the ball out of his hands and being a little more aggressive on the boards.
And turnover here, miscommunication here by Kipnuk. It's going to be Akula. Trenton to number 3, Theodore. Montel Waska back to Theodore on the right side wing. Theodore with the 3, no good. Offensive rebound once again. It does not fall. Great defense, and Theodore with the steal. Great defense here by Akula. Theodore Andrew left wide open. Pump fake. Skip pass to Trenton. No good. Off the right side of the iron. Under 3 minutes to go. 2 minutes, 50 seconds here in the first. Kipnuk 7, Akula 4. Number 22, the senior, Colin Carl, setting up the offense for the Falcons. Left side of Martin.
Oh.
Wants that three-pointer. Colin. And running jump shot at the elbow, no good. Trenton almost coming up with the board, but Martin Smith, great hustle. He's going to kick it out to Daniel. Right side at the half-court line. He's going to reset the offense for Kipnuk. Colin. Right side to Frank. And almost a miscommunication. Great recovery here by Martin. Down to Kendall, and he's going to draw the foul. He'll be going to the line to shoot 2.
That was pretty good defense. He's tough to handle down there. I mean, he's tall and wide and really has some good post moves. Like I was saying, his drop step is phenomenal.
Yeah, his power dribble with the drop step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kasigla doing a really good job, too, at containing him.
Handley, his first shot is up and good.
8-4, 2-11 in the first. Kipnuk with a 4-point lead.
And that's Trenton Brink's first foul. 2 team fouls for Akula here in the first quarter. Kendall, second shot, no good. Goes 1 for 2 at the line. Trenton for Akula here, coming up with the rebound. Coming up slowly, goes into the lane. Running jump shot, gets the final bounce.
8-6, Kipnuk with a 2-point lead.
Under 2 minutes to go here. Kipnuk in a full court zone defense. Great disruption in the passing lane there.
The one thing I noticed about Kipnuk yesterday, at times they get complacent passing, and teams have been able to kind of claw back in games with them. Something to watch, Matthew.
For sure. Frank Martin, right side wing. Dribble, pull up, finds Colin, top of the key.
Drained it.
Goes 3 for good. Kipnuk 11, Akula 6. Trenton going coast to coast. And that goes in for 2. 1 minute, 25 seconds. Akula in a full court zone defense. Martin Brink on the left sideline. Up to Kendall. Back to Martin at the half court line. He finds Frank at the elbow.
Boy, warming up in here, McKee Burner. Teams are getting hot. 13-8. Kipnuk with the lead.
Uses the bounce. Kipnuk 13, minute 5. Theodore Andrew, the senior, to Trenton once again.
Dang.
Driving into the lane there, and that's the second time driving into traffic, but he is unfazed. Getting those floaters, he likes that shot. 48 seconds to go. Colin Carl. Top of the volleyball line. Left side, Daniel Dock. 3, no good. Martin Smith. Offensive rebound, drop step, no good, and it's going to be out of bounds. Kipnuk Agula ball with 34 seconds here on the clock.
13-10, Kipnuk with the 3-point lead.
Carl,
Agula's doing really good on the battling on the boards with them, Matthew. I'm really impressed.
here we have Carlton Peter coming in the game for
Full court press.
number 12, Trenton.
Yeah.
Yep, and here we have number 2, Glenn Wassley. And it's going to be a carrying violation in the lane.
Kipnuk got lucky there. It looked like a blocking foul, but
Yeah.
we called the carry. 29 seconds left in the first. 3-point lead for Kipnuk.
Here we have Colin Carl, right side sideline. Kendall Handley picks up his dribble at half court, finds Colin. Back to Kendall. Once again, he will be going to the line. It's tough to guard.
Tough, and he's getting good position. You notice where they're getting him the ball? He's right by the basket, and that's maybe something Kipnuk's going to have to work on, is maybe fronting and backing him a little better.
Especially in the center of the paint.
For sure.
Kendall, his first shot, short,
Going to hear it now.
and the crowd will not let you live it down.
No,
Every
not
time
here.
it doesn't hit the rim, they will call you out on it.
Yeah, for sure.
17 seconds on the clock.
Number 12 back in for Kipnuk.
That's number 12, Trenton Brink. And Handley goes 0 for 2 at the line. It'll stay Kipnuk. Out of bounds by Montel Waska. Great anticipation, though. They were very alert. 16 seconds. Daniel Dock inbounding it under their hoop. Finds Martin Brink. Pump fake. Drives into the block. Good pass down the Ken Brink. Good. Great defense. Daniel Dock, offensive rebound. 5 seconds. Daniel, three-pointer. Why not let it fly? No good. Here we have number 2, Glenn Wassley. Last second shot. Just a bit short there.
Inches. Great
And
job.
That'll be the end of the first. Kipnuk 13, Agula 10. And it's been very tough here for Agula, trying to stop Kendall Handley in the paint.
Yeah, you're right. He's the story of the game right now. His down-low presence is causing a lot of havoc, and he's so good around the rim. Like I said, he's got a lot of nice post moves. They're only down, Agula's only down 3 points, which I think is really good against this Kipnuk team. Like I had mentioned earlier, at times Kipnuk gets a little complacent in their passing and in their defense. Agula, number 12, was doing a great job attacking the basket. He's brought them back in the game. Let's see if they keep doing that.
Here we have Palmer Bailey naming the awards for free throws, three-pointers, and
Hot shot.
hot shot, yes.
Yeah, these kids, like we said, they're not only playing basketball, they're doing all these other events, and like we talked about earlier, you know, getting all this set up, scheduled, and amazing job by everyone.
Skills challenges.
Yeah.
Very good.
Lots of fun. Well, we got some water on the floor to clean up real quick.
It's going to stay Agula ball here. On the sideline, number 13, Montel Waska. Inbounds it to Trenton. Playing it slow here into the paint, and too hard of a pass there. Trenton Brink, great pass though. Great positioning, but unlucky. He tried to find number 5, Carlton Peter, but again, Handley, that inside presence. Here we have Trenton Brink setting up the offense for the Tundra Foxes. Going to the right side and off to the foot here, and it's going to be
No. Kipnuk touched the ball. They shouldn't have called an over. Oh, they're calling it dribble. I thought they were calling over and back. I think they said he dribbled it off his leg.
yeah.
Okay, I was like, hey, man.
Here we have Frank to Kendall. Martin Smith wide open in the corner, no good.
Good rebound.
Yep, number 5, Carlton Peter, the junior, to Trenton Brink. Trenton Brink once again grabs his own rebound off that shot, and Trenton Brink once again. I mean, he's being very aggressive,
Yep.
driving into traffic just about every time, and you know, he's getting his shot off though.
Yeah, and Kipnuk, like you said, is playing a man-to-man defense. You don't see a lot of that in this tournament, and Kipnuk doing a really good job attacking it. First shot is good.
He'll be shooting one more at the line. Akula 11, Kipnuk 13 here in the second quarter. Coming in the game for Kipnuk Akula is number 23, James Brink. He's going to replace number 5, Carlton Peter.
Akula doing a good job using their bench, keeping their players fresh.
Here we have number 13,
nice.
Montel Waska. Offensive rebound, fade away at the baseline, no good. Daniel Dock coming up with the rebound. Finds Colin Carl. Back to Daniel. Back to Colin. Playing it slow here, Kipnuk. Trying to find baseline is Martin Smith. Skip pass to Colin. Outside to Frank. And good ball movement. They're just passing it around here. Akula playing in a zone defense, 3-2. Frank Paul with the shot, and that was a shooting foul. It's a foul on number 12, Trenton Brink.
They're doing a great job fronting and back in number 30 for Kipnuk. Now I was just watching them, and they got 2 players on him, and they're not letting him set up down low like he was. They're pushing him out of the key now.
Yeah, great adjustment by head coach Harry Nicholas.
Really good.
And that's number 24, Frank Paul. His first shot is up and good. Number 40, Tyrell Hanley coming in the game for Martin Smith.
14-11, Kipnuk with the lead, 6:42.
And Frank Paul goes 1 for 2 at the line. Again, Kipnuk 14, Akula 11. 6 minutes, 35 seconds. Trenton driving baseline and out of bounds.
Just lost it off his foot. He's playing aggressive, which has helped him a lot.
Yeah, that's the second turnover that he's had driving baseline, but nonetheless, he's having a good basketball game.
For sure.
Daniel Dock to Martin Smith at the corner. Back outside to Daniel. Colin at the half court. Finds inside to Frank. Floater on the inside and good. Kipnuk 16, Akula 11. 6 minutes 11 here in the second. Theodore Andrew outside to Trenton. Slip pass to number 2, Glenn. Wasley wrapping around for the layup, no good. Tyrell Handley coming up with the rebound for Kipnuk. Right side wing finds Daniel Dock. Outside to Kendall Hanley on the inside, and
good call.
Good call, moved his feet. And that's Kendall Hanley with the turnover. It'll belong to Akula in the alternating possession. With 5 minutes, 48 seconds to go. Trenton Brink bringing up the ball for Akula. Sets up the offense, going right side to the wing. Penetrates on the inside. Floater once again.
Nice.
Trenton Brink loves that running jump shot in the lane.
16-13, Kipnuk with the 3-point lead. 5:30 left in the first half.
Here we have Kendall. Finds number 22, Colin. He's going to slow the offense down just a bit. Again, Akula in this zone defense, 3-2. Left side, Daniel. He's going to fill in the spot and turnover. Miscommunication here by Kipnuk.
Yeah. Let's see if Akula can turn this into points, climb their one-possession game.
Trenton Brink, the senior. Again, driving that lane. Retreat dribble. Once again, floater.
Money. 16-15, 4:56 left in the first half. Kipnuk holding on to a 1-point lead.
And once again, got to give props to the head coach of Akula. Great adjustments coming out of that timeout. Just trapping Handley down low and not giving him anything easy. And once again, Kipnuk with a turnover.
This is what I was saying about Kipnuk. They get real complacent sometimes, and it's costing them. And right now, Kasigluk's making them pay.
Yeah, you said that early on in the first quarter, and it's showing here now. And Akula taking advantage here. Here we have number 23, James Brink, to Trenton Brink. Slowing it down here to number 10, Christopher Alexi. Left side to number 33, Donovan to Christopher. Gonna wrap around, resetting the offense for Akula. Picks up his dribble.
Good defense by Kipnuk.
Yep, Montel Waska with the ball to number 33, Donovan driving baseline, and he draws the foul.
Oh, that's on who was
Kendall
that?
Handley. Number
Handley,
30.
yeah, it was on him. That's his second, I think. Maybe his third? No, only his second, but still.
Second personal foul, 2 team fouls for Kipnuk here in the first half. In the second quarter. Kipnuk 16, Akula 15. We have number 33, Donovan Nicholas at the line. His first shot is up and no good. He'll be shooting one more.
16-15, 4:08 left in the first half. Kipnuk holding on to that 1-point lead, Matthew.
And 0 for 2 at the line.
Free
Here we
throws.
have Martin Smith finds Kendall. And tough shot! And it just goes out of the rim. It stood there for a second and a
At
half.
least, huh? I've never seen a ball hang out on the rim that long, man. Everybody, if you looked at the crowd, they were just like on the edge of their seat.
Everyone took a deep breath.
Yeah.
Colin, why not let it fly? No good. Handley, offensive rebound. Tough shot.
Oh, man.
And it looks like he got
He
bumped
did.
on the head
He
there.
got an elbow in the head.
3 minutes, 43 seconds. Like you said, Kendall Handley's a strong kid, but, you know, elbow on the head, that's got to hurt.
For sure.
Here we have number 33, James Brink. 3 minutes, 30 seconds to go here in the first half. Kipnuk, 18. Akula, 15. Trenton Brink getting pressured. And gets the friendly bounce. Trenton Brink. He's scoring at will at this
One-man
point.
show right now for
He's scoring
Kipnuk.
at will. I have not seen anything like this. Christopher Lexi with the great defense at the top. Kendall Handley passing it back and forth. 3 minutes, 3 seconds. Colin back to Kendall. To number 1, Elijah Paul back outside to Colin. Daniel Zock wide open. 3-point shot, no good, and offensive foul.
Hanley, that's his third.
Oh, okay.
That's a big foul right there.
For sure, yeah. He's 2 more fouls and
He's done, and it's
done, yeah.
2:52 left in the second. And he's going to have to sit with the one-point game. And Brink right now, the senior for Kasigluk, is carrying them. 18-17, 2:48 left in the first half. That's a big foul, man.
for sure. Christopher Alexi to number 2, Glenn. Wrapping around to the left side, driving baseline. Fadeaway shot, no good. That was a very tough shot. Colin Carl coming up the rebound. Down low to number 1 in transition. That's Elijah Paul, but turnover by Kipnuk. It'll belong to Akula in the alternating possession. Here we have number 10, Christopher Alexi, setting up the offense for Akula here with 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go here in the first half. Christopher playing it slow here. He's trying to find a teammate. And bumped away. Great recovery here by Montel. Down low to Theodore. Montel Waska. And that's running 3-pointer, but no good. Christopher Alexi. No good on that shot once again. Montel Waska for the shot.
3 offensive rebounds in a row to give Akula their first lead of the game. 18-19 with 1:40 left in the first half.
Akula with the momentum right now. Daniel to Colin, back to Daniel, open 3, why not let it fly? No good. And it's going to be out of bounds by Akula. Kipnuk possession.
Oh.
Yeah, it was out of bounds by number 2, I believe, or 13, Montawaska, but Kipnuk
Man.
takes possession.
Mucky Burner, Matthew Mucky Burner, man. This is a good game. Both teams playing hard. Akula doing a really good job on defense, interrupting the shots of Kipnuk. They're not getting a lot of time to set up on those 3-pointers. Really impressive.
Here we have Frank Paul Back to Colin, outside, down low to Martin, and
Ooh.
half of the crowd's not liking that call.
Yeah, look.
And the coach for Akula.
He's kind of right. He did grab the ball. He didn't grab
He
his
did.
hands, but good job nonetheless by Kipnuk.
Martin Smith, his first shot is good. That's going to be a foul on number 13. Montel Waska, that's his second foul.
Free throws are going to be huge in this game. 19-19, 125 left in the first half. Sinks them both.
Kipnuk 20, Akula 19. Here we have Trenton Brink, the senior, number 12. And it's going to be a blocking foul, number 10, riding the hip.
Yeah, you saw that coming, huh?
Daniel Nanoluk. Hey, but he's being very aggressive. Got to give credit to him.
Yep.
He's pressuring the ball handler. Montel Waska, once again, no good. Offensive foul. Offensive rebound. 20-foot jumper, no good. Number 23 with the offensive rebound with the putback. And doesn't fall. Martin Smith on the other side for Kipnuk. 19-footer off the backboard, and it's going to be out of bounds.
Good call by the ref. Kipnuk 20, Akula 19. 57 seconds left in the first half. Full court pressure by Kipnuk.
And Daniel Nanoluk is pressuring Trenton right now. Number 2, Glenn Wasley driving into the lane.
Oh!
Foul.
Tough call, man. Yeah, and Kipnucks went into a box and one on Brink. They got a defender on him full time. That could have went either way there, but nonetheless the charge. 52 seconds, Kipnuk 20, Akula 19, second period. That was a tough
Yeah, it
call
was.
there, man.
That was a foul on number 2, Glenn Wasley. It's his first foul. 48 seconds to go here. It's a 1-point game. Down low to Martin. And
Nice.
that's the bucket. Trenton Brink. Kenny answered back with 35 seconds here in the first half. Kipnuk 22, Akula 19. Trenton, no good on that shot. And doesn't give up, a great hustle. Rebounded by Colin. Gets it back. And to
Ooh.
Martin. Martin Smith, Euro step.
Oh, nice move by Smith.
And he loves that Euro step in transition.
Man.
His body's lanky, and he has the agility to do so. 5 seconds, Theodore. No good. Last second shot, James Brink, and one.
Oh! Nice job. Akula right now is owning the rebounding, especially the offensive rebounding.
James Brink.
That was a huge basket. 24-21, Kipnuk with the lead. 0.7 seconds left. Let's see if he can get it in 2-point game.
And does not convert the 3-point play, and last second shot, no good. Kipnuk 24, Akula 21. It's a 3-point game, Corey.
Really good basketball game. Real evenly matched. Like I said, Kipnuk, they go on their little runs. One of the things I did notice was Kipnuk went to a box and one against Brink. And it kind of worked a little bit, but he's still getting a lot of nice looks. And when they're doing that, when the ball's going up, Gasigluk's owning the boards.
Yeah, and Trenton Brink, very impressive.
For a senior, this is the way you want to play.
Yeah.
You want to go out, throwing
He's
your punches, and he's doing that and then some.
He is scoring at will, being very aggressive, and also Kendall Handley for Kipnuk, very tough kid.
And that's a that's got to be a big concern for them. He went out with 3 fouls, so he's going to have to play a lot more conservative this second half. If they lose him, was it Smith kind of picked it up a little bit for him, but when he's in the game, it's a totally different game. Kasigluk has to front and back him, basically putting 2 players on him to contain him because he's getting such good position. But as soon as he went out, Akula started making their run.
For sure. And we're at halftime. Again, Kipnuk 24, Akula 21. We're going to bring it back to the station. Iris? Kipnuk with the 3-point lead, 24-21. Coming out of halftime, excuse me. It'll be Kipnuk ball, and it's going to be out of bounds. Turnover Kipnuk. It'll belong to Kasiglak Agula on the alternating possession.
I got a good text from a close buddy, Myron Ficka, and he's exactly right. This game's going to come down to composure, free throws, and ball control. He's exactly right.
And that's Theodore Andrew coming up with the steal and layup. No good. Great defense by Kendall Handley.
Shout out to Myron. You're right. Already at the beginning of this game, we can see ball control being an issue for Kipnuk, like we talked about.
Another turnover in less than 30 seconds. That's their second turnover in 30 seconds here. Great defense here by Agula. Again, Kipnuk 24, Agula 21. Here we have number 2, Glenn Wasley. Driving into the lane. Fade away, no good. Great defense here by Frank Paul. Martin Smith with the rebound here. Bringing it up here slowly for Kipnuk. He finds Frank Paul. Colin, left side wing, skip past Martin on the right side. Down low, Kendall Handley at the corner. Martin Smith. And that's going to be 3 shots. Foul on Trenton Brink.
His third. That's
his
3 on
third.
Brink.
And we have Kendall Handley and Trenton Brink in foul trouble. 1 for each player, and it's going to be a timeout here by head coach Harry Nicholas for the Kasiglak Agula Tundra Foxes.
That was a big foul there. Your ace player right now is going to have to play with 3 fouls here forward. I'm not sure if he was going to pull him out or not. 7 minutes left to go. Still in the third period. Kipnuk 24, Gula 21. Nope, he's staying in.
Kind of a risky move.
Yeah. Keep your senior in. See how he plays. He'll be, if he's played a lot of ball, he'll be smart and not commit those fouls. He just kind of got ahead of himself there and tripped into Smith.
Smith, first shot is good at the line. He'll be shooting 1 more. Kipnuk 25, Agula 21.
Great sportsmanship. Once again, you keep hearing it, but you'll see nothing like this except in this tournament.
Oh, Smith, second shot is up and no good. He's 0 for 2. And he's just getting high fives from everyone on the court there.
I just love it. It's class act, all these kids. Raised well, coached well. Good job, everyone.
Excuse me, he goes 1 for 2, not 0 for 2, excuse me. And he goes 2 for 3 at the line, 67% this time. Kipnuk 26, Agula 21. A little under 7 minutes here in the third. Glenn Wasley for Agula to Trenton. Let's see what he's going to do. Driving into the lane. And no good. In and out. Here we have James Brink with the fadeaway shot. Kipnuk 26, Agula 23. Colin to the right side, Martin. And Colin Carl and a steal here by Glenn Wasley. Glenn and 1.
Oh, nice take. Who was that foul? Was that on Handley?
That was on number 22, Colin Carl. That's his second foul.
Oh, okay.
And Glenn Wasley, great steal and great take. Tough finish on 2 defenders to get the foul and 1.
Kipnuk really having a hard time with the ball. There we go.
And Glenn Wasley converts the 3-point play.
26-26, 6:25 in the third.
It's a tie ball game at 26. Colin to Frank, back outside to Daniel. And Trenton Brink with the steal.
Oh!
Out of bounds.
Good hustle. He just nicked the out of bounds line. We got a quick timeout by Kipnuk coach. Probably a good timeout right now.
Slow the momentum for Agula. They're heating up here.
Yeah, they got to gain their composure once again. Myron, good call. Both these teams really, evenly matched like we talked about. Anybody's game, 26-26, 6:15 in the third. We had a decibel reading of 114 earlier in the game, and that's borderline hearing damage from one of the young men up here doing the live stream.
Shout out to Hunter Crace.
Yeah, Hunter Crace. He has an app that
measures the decibels.
Thank you.
And truly incredible. It was very, very loud, even before the game.
We have trouble up here with our headsets on and a mic hearing ourselves at times, but like we said, that's like the sound of a chainsaw with no earplugs on and a live rock
Almost
concert.
Almost a thunderclap, too.
Yeah, thunderclap. There you go. 26-26, 6:15 in the third.
Colin on the left side. Driving into the lane, he finds Daniel Dock. Oh, pump fake, nearly got me. 6 minutes, 3 seconds. Frank Paul. And again, Akula playing pressure defense. Handley. And again, Theodore Andrew with the steal. Great defense here by Akula. Just shutting down Handley down low. Glenn Wassley for the layup, no good.
Kind of rushed it.
Coming up the rebound, it's going to be a foul on number 3 for Akula, the senior, Theodore Andrew.
Those are the fouls you want to watch right there. You don't want to be committing fouls at the end of the court, just being aggressive, but that's only his first.
Here we have Kendall Handley. Skip pass to Colin, back outside to Daniel. Outside of the right side sideline to Frank Paul. Daniel Dock at the half court line, skip pass to Martin. Driving into the lane, fade away. That goes in for 2 for Martin Smith in traffic. Kipnuk 28, Akula 26, and Trenton Brink with the turnover off of his knee. Great defense here by Daniel Dock in transition to disrupt the ball handler.
Full court press by Kipnuk.
Now it's
excuse me.
Possession here, a little miscommunication by the players.
Yeah.
Daniel Dock setting up the offense for Kipnuk here. Right side to Colin, inside to Handley, outside to Daniel Dock. Here we have Colin on the right side wing, driving into the lane for the block shot. That's good for the running jump shot. Kipnuk 30, Akula 26, under 5 minutes. Glenn Wassley on the other side, and he draws the foul. He'll be going to the line to shoot 2. Great take there to draw the defense up and to draw contact and the foul.
Yeah. Akula doing a really good job containing Handley, but the other players are stepping up now and scoring more.
It's number 2.
The free throw's good. 30-27. Kipnuk with the 3-point lead. 4:53 left in the third.
It's Glenn Wassley, the senior. One of 4 seniors for the Akula team. And he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Good.
Offensive rebound by James Brink. Great hustle.
Will stay Agula's ball. And like I said, the sportsmanship, man, these kids do a great job helping each other up.
Glenn Wassley setting up the offense for the Tundra Foxes. 4 minutes, 43 seconds going here in the third. Kipnuk with a 3-point lead. Theodore Andrew, why not let it fly?
Deep 3-point shot to tie the ball game.
No hesitation for that 3-point shot to tie the ball game at 30 apiece. 4:27 to go. Handley, pump fake. Daniel Dock, quick pass around to Colin. Top of the volleyball line. And great physical contact here down low. Fighting for position is Handley. Frank Paul, jump shot at the elbow, no good. Trenton turning on the Jets. Driving into the middle and gets the friendly bounce.
Nice. Akula 32, Kipnuk 30, 4:02 left in the third.
I believe that's their first lead of the game.
Yep, it is. They've only been
32-30.
Sorry, Andrew.
No, go ahead.
Matthew, they've only been able to tie it up since this. They're doing a great job containing Handley, too, down low.
And they've only been trailing by, at most, 3 to 5 points. They've been...
oh, no, that's on Brink.
Trenton Brink. That's his 4th foul here. And it looks like Harry Nicholas is going to make the substitution.
Man. We'll see how that plays out for Akula. That's a big loss for them.
And that's, who is that? Number 23, James. And Daniel Dock on the baseline for the jump shot. No good. A lot of contact there. Kind of surprised there was no call.
Yeah, exactly.
Great physical play here. Glenn Wassley, dribble pull-up. No good. Offensive rebound, James, and out of bounds by Akula. It'll be Kipnuk ball.
Well, they're letting them play, man. 30-32, 3:19 left in the third. Akula hanging on to a 2-point lead.
Almost gets it stolen away. Cole into Frank. Outside to Tyrell. Long two. And out of bounds, it'll stay Kipnuk. Great hustle here by Donovan Nicholas nonetheless. Staying alert, fighting for that basketball. Daniel Dock wide open.
3-pointers good. Kipnuk 33, Akula 32.
And great shot there. He's just wide open. Kipnuk 33, up by 1. Theodore Andrew. Can he respond? No good. Left on the iron. Daniel Dock and Glenn Wassley. Great hustle. It's going to be a foul on 24. That's Frank Paul, his first foul. 3 team fouls here for Kipnuk. With 2 minutes, 44 seconds. Daniel Nanoluk for Kipnuk. Coming in the game here for number 24, Frank Paul.
Nana looks a defensive stopper for him. He goes right after their main players and just sticks on them like glue.
Here we have Glenn to number 33, Donovan. Driving baseline, no good. Great defense here by Handley, the sophomore. Daniel Dock outside to Colin. Tyrell, left side, finds Colin. Skip pass down low to Daniel Dock for 3, no good. Grabs his own rebound. Fade away, no good on that shot. Colin Carl, Nanoluk. Pump fake to Daniel Dock. Can he shoot this 3? No good. Handley with the offensive rebound. And he draws the foul. He'll be going to the line to shoot 2.
Free throws, like we said, are going to be huge right now. Good timeout. Both these teams came out of the second half and they're just going at it hard. You could see them a little bit breathing and give them a chance to get a drink of water and gain their composure. Kipnuk 33, Akula 32, 2:05 left in the third for this 37th annual 1A Coastal Conference Championship. For the winner goes into Anchorage to play at state. There's a lot at stake for these two teams right now, and they're sure leaving it on the court, Matthew.
And a great shout out to the mascots here.
Yeah.
Just setting the emotions and the high intensity. The crowd loves it.
Good job with the mascot costumes, like you said. Got the Tundra Fox even in the huddle getting the,
And the crowd
Oh, man.
is cooking up here. And again, both teams making great adjustments on Hanley and Trenton Brink. When they're both out of the floor, the adjustments for both teams, they're working around them.
Yeah. Both coaches making really good adjustments, and Brink going out for Akula was huge, but they're playing great. The rest of the team stepping up.
And Hanley's first shot is up and good. He'll be shooting one more.
Love the sportsmanship, man. Can't say it enough.
Number 35, Martin Smith, coming in the game for Tyrell Handley.
34-32, Kipnuk with the 2-point lead.
Kendall's second shot is up and good. It's a 3-point lead for Kipnuk, 35-32, 2 minutes to go. Glenn Wassley. Resetting the offense is Christopher Lexi for Akula. Driving into the lane. And in and out. Almost grabs his own rebound. Great hustle here by Mr. Alexi. Colin Carl to Martin Smith. Left side, Daniel Nanoluk. Nanoluk outside to Martin. Dribble pull up at the three, off the back of the iron, no good. James Brink with the rebound for Akula. Left side, or excuse me, right side, Glenn Wassley. To the top is Christopher, setting up the offense for Akula. Playing it slow, slip pass to Theodore Andrew. Behind the back, slip pass again to Chris. And Akula playing it slow here. Glenn Wassley, step through for the shot, no good. Handley coming up with the board for Kipnuk. Good defense here by Kipnuk to disrupt that shot. 50 seconds to go. Martin Smith, once again, loves that Euro step and blocked by James Brink. And the referee, Tim, is going to call a blocking foul.
Kind of a late call, but he called it. 35-32, Kipnuk with the 3-point lead, 44.6 seconds left in the third, and that's Agula's 15 foul. So for the last 40 seconds, Kipnuk will be shooting. I think that's why he blew his whistle, was that it was the 15 foul. So
Yeah.
still kind of a little bit of a late call. Free throw's good. Tight game like this, we can't state it enough. These free throws really matter. That makes it a 2-possession game now.
Martin Smith. Second shot is up and good. Theodore Andrew pushing the tempo. And it's going to be a double dribble. Turnover Akula. And I can see a few people in the crowd just closing their ears.
That was a tough call.
We have 33 seconds. Daniel Dock. Martin Smith into the lane to Daniel Nadaluk.
Nice pass.
39-32, 7-point lead for Kipnuk. 20 seconds to go here in the third. Christopher Alexi picks up his dribble at half court, finds Glenn Wassley. NBA three.
Oh, man.
No good. James Brink, offensive rebound, putback.
Akula needed that.
For sure. 5 seconds to go. Handley to Colin. Outside to Martin Smith. And no shot there. And that will be the end of the third quarter. Coming into the fourth quarter, Kipnuk 39, Akula 34. And this crowd is getting louder and louder.
If you're Agula's coach, you put Brink back in now, or do you let him sit a little longer?
Me personally, for the fourth quarter, I would let him come in for now.
Me too, totally. You take your chances right now. They're starting to pull away.
It is the last quarter.
It is, and Kipnuk's starting to get it together a little bit. They've been a little better with their ball handling, not turning the ball over so much. You got to take a chance, you know. I mean, this is it. You know, he's a senior. You tell him just don't foul. Give up the basket if you have to, but be super cautious. We need your offense right now.
And it looks like Trenton Brink is coming in.
When he went out of the game, they went in a box and won on number 3 for Akula, and he was their main scorer when he went out. And they didn't quite get many baskets. They kind of got that one at the end of the period there with the offensive rebound, but they struggled to score throughout the third quarter.
And the crowd.
That should have been a
Daniel
signet
Nadaluk.
ball.
And a steal by Brink for Akula. He's going to set up the offense. Right side to Glenn Wassley, driving baseline for the layup.
Nice.
That goes in for 2 and assist from Trenton Brink.
39-36. Kipnuk with the 3-point lead, 7:37 in the game.
And Kendall Handley, once again, a little bit out of control on that move. It's going to be a traveling violation.
I think it confuses him because he does that drop step. He's spinning, and when he's doing it, he's putting both feet down instead of just one, and then taking that third step.
Here's Glenn Wassley, the senior. And a steal by Daniel Dock.
Oh.
And does not get the friendly bounce. That goes out of the rim. Great offense here by Kipnuk, but unlucky. Trenton Brink for Akula, 7 minutes, 5 seconds. He's going to set up the offense. Driving into the lane, and no call. Here we have Theodore Andrew to Montel Waska. That goes in for 2 at the elbow.
39-38. Kipnuk holding on to a 1-point lead. 6:44 left in the game. No team fouls for either team.
Colin Carl to Daniel Dock. Frank Paul at the baseline, no good. Gets his own rebound to Daniel Dock. Daniel, wide open 3. Why not let it fly? No good. Martin Smith coming up the rebound. Huge rebound. Kipnuk 41, Akula 38, 6 minutes 18. Glenn Wasley on the other side to James Brink, and he answers back with his own layup. 1 point game, 6 minutes 10 seconds.
McGee burner down at the Warrior Dome.
Martin Smith to number 22. Colin Carl to Kendall Handley, back outside to Colin. Kipnuk going to reset this offense here, try to shift to defense. This Akula team playing zone defense, 3-2 zone.
Really good the way they move to the ball, too.
Down low to Kendall. Triple team, and no call. Physical play. They're letting them play.
Yep.
5 minutes 40. 1 point game. Trenton Brink for Akula. Finds Glenn Wasley. He's going to slow it down here. He finds Trenton at the right side wing. Down low to James Brink. And
he's going to shoot too.
That looked all ball on my angle, but referee's final call.
He was kind of falling back, and that's 4 on
Martin
Smith.
Smith, yeah.
That's a big foul there, so he's going to have to be careful. Kipnuk playing with 2 players with 4 fouls with still a lot of time. 5:22 left in the fourth.
James Brink cannot tie it. He'll have one more chance at the line. Kipnuk 41, Akula 40, 5 minutes, 20 seconds.
Free throws, fundamental ball. This is why you practice these kids.
And no good, in and out, Martin Smith. Huge rebound. He finds Colin, back to Martin. Top of the key, to the right side is Colin. Frank Paul to Martin, going all the way for the layup, no good. Great defense by Akula. Theodore Andrew to Glenn Wasley, full court pass, bit risky, but they get it off.
I was just going to say, oh no.
Trenton Brink sizing up Colin here. He's going to reset the offense, stolen away, Daniel Dock. And he forced that pass inside, and Kipnuk was able to get a hand on it.
Yep. Good timeout by coach from Kipnuk. This is where those are going to be important too, Matthew. Sorry, I'm starting to lose my voice. Both teams playing really good basketball. Turnovers, free throws, and possessions. 4:41 left in the game. Kipnuk 41, Akula 40. Only one team foul for Kipnuk, but they got 2 players with 4 fouls, and it's their 2 main players.
Yeah, Martin Smith and
number 30,
Kendall
Handley, sorry. And for Akula, their main players playing with 4 fouls.
Yeah.
So really interesting basketball game, the way it's playing out right now. We'll see how both teams come out of this timeout, some of the adjustments they make. I think Agula's got to keep attacking the basket.
Oh, for sure.
You know, Brink needs to get back into the flow of the game. When he was attacking the hoop and making those short jumpers, they were actually kind of got up on that lead. So we'll see how it plays out for the last 4 minutes and 41 seconds.
Kendall Handley inbounding it for Kipnuk to number 4, to Daniel Dock, and Colin Carl getting heavily guarded by Theodore, but Martin Smith going all the way, offensive rebound, and he draws the foul. He'll be going to the line to shoot 2. And
Akula changed to a man-to-man defense.
okay. Yeah, I didn't realize that. Thanks
Yeah,
for the catch.
yeah, I did. That was probably a really good move to try to slow down some of the pace for Kipnuk.
Smith's first shot is up and good. He'll be shooting one more at the line. Smith's second shot is good. He goes 2 for 2 at the line that time.
Nice job.
Kipnuk 43, Akula 40, Trenton Brink going all the
There
way.
he goes. That's what they need to do right there.
At first he looked kind of out of control, but he took maintained control of the momentum and was able to take advantage. Martin Smith, no good. Offensive rebound once again to Kendall Handley. Great defense here by Akula. Daniel Dock with the
turnover.
steal. Frank Paul, wide open three. Went out, let it fly. No good. Out of bounds. Kipnuk, Akula possession here in the alternating possession.
43 to 42, 3:58 left in the game. Kipnuk holding on to a 1-point lead.
And it's going to be out of bounds off the foot of Colin.
Ooh.
It's going to be a Akula ball on the sideline. We had number 2, Glenn Wasley. Montel Waska for the shot, no good.
These possessions are really going to start to count with the time being where it's at. 3 minutes and about 37 seconds left in the game. Kipnuk just patient with the ball and no rush to try to do anything.
And it's a bit slow here. Kipnuk slowing it down. Daniel Dock. Fake pass. Picks up his dribble. Trenton Brink playing good defense. Martin Smith gonna reset the offense here. Kendall Handley. Daniel Dock, three-pointer at the corner, no good. Glenn Wasley coming up with the board here. Finds Theodore Andrew. Fadeaway at the baseline, no good.
I'm a little confused why Kipnuk's trying to slow it down and they're losing all their offensive momentum, which has been the key for them. 2:50 left in the game, 43-42, Kipnuk with a 1-point lead.
Kendall Handley. Daniel Dock to Colin, three-point shot. Why not let it fly? No good. Trenton Brink with the rebound, and it's going to be out of bounds by Kipnuk. It's going to stay Akula in the alternating possession. It's going to be a short timeout here by Harry Nicholas.
Good timeout. Get your team calmed down, have them gain their composure. Get ready to finish out this last 2 minute, 35 seconds strong.
Yeah, again, good catch again, Corey. Kipnuk has all the momentum right now, and they're not taking advantage of that with less than 3 minutes to go here.
They need to keep attacking the basket. That's been their bread and butter this whole game. They've totally gone away from Hanley down low, and, you know, credit to Kipnuk. They've kind of switched up their strategy on defense with him. Akula, excuse me. Gosh dang. But nonetheless, we'll see how this last few minutes pans out. Thank you, Patty Boy O'Brien, for the help. I was getting a little static from my mic. Shout out to my brother, Patty Boy O'Brien.
Here we have Trenton Brink to number 2, Glenn Wasley. Pushing the tempo down low to number 13.
Nice.
Montel Waska for the layup.
Here we go, Matthew. Hang on.
They take the lead with 2 minutes to go.
See, and they're still holding the ball up and they're down. I'm totally confused.
They got to move with intent. And there it is. The friendly bounce by Martin Smith. Trenton Brink on the other side. And offensive foul. Trenton Brink is out of the game. That's his 5th and final foul here for Akula.
That would have went either, that would have been his 5th foul or Smith's 5th foul. I personally don't like that call. Just let it go. There really wasn't a lot of.
There was no contact.
Yeah.
It was,
once again, I'm not trying to harp on the referees, but in a game like this with a minute and 2 minutes left, that's a brutal call. Keep your head up, young man. You're a class act and you've played well.
Martin Smith for Kipnuk to Daniel Dock. Hanley to Frank Paul. Smith on the outside. And Theodore Andrew with the steal, and it's going to be a traveling call.
Oh, man, it's loud in here. 1:46 left in the game. Kipnuk 45, Akula 44.
Alexi
Big possession for Akula.
to number 2, Glenn Wasley. Wrapping around to the left side, to the corner. Outside to Theodore. Andrew. Running jumper, no good. And Christopher Alexi. Again, hustle.
Smallest guy on the court comes up with the ball. Awesome.
Montel Waska. No good on that. 3 and here coming out, Daniel Dock. Pump fake. Kicks it out to Colin. Minute 10 seconds. Martin Smith gonna hold the ball here. Colin on the left side.
Grab a player if you're
A minute left. Akula has to do something. Frank Paul. Colin. Kipnuk's gonna just wind the time down, and finally Akula makes a decision and fouls with 52 seconds left.
Yeah, and that's only their 3rd team foul, so they still have to foul 2 more times. With 52 seconds left, I'd hurry up and get them in the start fouling to get them shooting. They haven't been the best free throw shooters in this game. They're only down 1, but Kipnuk's not looking to do anything but run out the clock right now with that 1-point lead. Each possession's huge right now, Matthew.
Shout out to Pat O'Brien and to Irish Jimmy at the KYUK station for the
Yeah.
help at the board.
Iris has been amazing all year. You and her both. I mean, switching off, and you take so much time out of your guys' personal life to do what you do for KYUK and everybody here, and it shows. We all appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. 52 seconds left. Kipnuk 45, Akula 44. This is a mucky burner supreme, man. It's everything and more that it's been billed for. These teams, both class act teams, excellent show of sportsmanship. Win or lose, like we said, number 12, the senior Brink right now being consoled by his mom. He's just got to hang in there, young man. It's not over yet. Be strong.
Anything could happen.
Anything could happen right now. Your teammates are going to go to war for you, and just let it play out, buddy.
50 seconds and a quick foul.
Yep, good idea. That's exactly what they need to do.
Number 3, Theodore Andrew. He's been the 2nd or 3rd option here for Akula besides Glenn and James Brink in some regard. And again, Theodore Andrew for Akula has to step up. 48 seconds, and again, they're going to foul. It's going to be an intentional foul. Looks like. Or regular foul.
Yeah. They're going for the ball. I mean, the refs, I hope, don't call intentional on this because they kind of already made that call earlier on Brink that was real questionable. You know that they're going to be fouling right now.
Yeah.
So that was their 15th foul. Kipnuk will be shooting here on out. 47 seconds left. First shot open, good off the glass.
Up by 2, Kipnuk 46, Akula 44. Daniel Dock, he'll be shooting 1 more at the line.
And Akula is still in really good shape. At worst, they're only down 3 points, 1 possession.
Dock, his 2nd shot is up and no good. Offensive rebound here by Martin Smith.
Oh, jump ball, Kasigluk's ball, Akula's ball. Good job.
3 players crowded Martin Smith. And here we have Christopher Alexi
Blows up
hustling
court.
all the way down court. And it's gonna be a
good
blocking
call,
foul.
good call.
Martin Smith.
I think, is he going to be shooting? If he's shooting, that's exactly what they want, a chance to score with the clock stopped. We talked about free throws since the beginning of this tournament. Right now is when you need to make these. You can tie the game right now with no time running. Oh, no, it's going to be side out. It's all right. Still, you're good.
Yeah, Martin Smith, that's his fifth and
Fifth,
final
he's
foul.
out.
Here we have Akula, Glenn Wassley, 38 seconds. They're down 2.
They got to go.
Akula diving in and out of bounds.
Kick, good call by the referee. It was a kick ball. Good catch by the referee. Yeah, they're making up for some stuff. Excellent call by the ref. It was kicked.
And it's going to stay Akula under their basket. Christopher Alexi driving into the lane. No good. Offensive rebound. James Brink for the layup. That goes in, and he ties it with 20 seconds to go.
Good timeout by the Kipnuk coach. Woo! 46-46 with 20.5 seconds left in this.
And that was James Brink.
Man, I
James
can't even
Brink.
talk. Holy cow. We're sitting here holding our breath while they were battling for that rebound. And good job by Kasigluk. This is we were talking about, young Brink on the bench. Your team's going to battle for you right now. Just have faith. 46-46 with 20.5 seconds left in the game. It'll be Kipnuk's ball.
And Akula has the momentum here.
Exactly. And if you're Akula, don't foul. Just play really good defense.
And hope for the best.
Yeah, and hope for the best. At best, they get a shot, and if they make a shot or whatever, you live with it. But you don't want to foul them, put them on the line, and have a lose that way, I guess is what I'm saying. So if you're Kasigluk's coach, you're telling them don't foul, just man up. Here we go.
Here we have Kendall Handley for Kipnuk, 15 seconds. Little give and go action. Daniel Dock, 10 seconds here. They're going to slow it down, and Glenn Rossley with the steal. And
good job. Good job calling timeout. That was smart.
Akula with a chance to win it with 4.5 seconds to go.
Excellent defense by Kasigluk and a chance to win it. At worst, now you're going into overtime.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Worst case scenario, I was going to say that. Worst case scenario, you're going to overtime, but number 2, Glenn Wassley with the phenomenal defense.
Everybody in the gym standing or sitting on the edge of their seat right now. This has just been a phenomenal basketball game. In a game like this, you hate seeing anybody lose, and to me, win or lose, you won in this game. I mean,
sure.
Class act schools, class act teams, excellent sportsmanship, nothing to hang your head out. I don't know, man. It's a really good basketball right now.
Great environment.
Great environment.
The intensity is high. The emotion is
Oh,
high.
man.
4.5 seconds, 46 apiece.
Everybody in the gym is just on the edge of their seat right now. Let's see what kind of play Coach drew up for the Akula boys. A chance to go to state right here. And it'll be their ball under the basket. Exactly what you want. Oh, look at this. They spread them way out. Watch this. They're going to get somebody cutting to the basket. Watch.
Then Wassley to Theodore. Three-pointer for the win. James Brink. Oh! Last second shot there. And we are going to overtime.
Kipnuk dodged a bullet there. The Brink boy got the rebound and took it up maybe a little because he had to quick and just missed that inside shot. But nonetheless, let's play some overtime. What do you say, Matthew?
Let's go after it. Kipnuk 46, Akula 46.
This is a great championship game. Both these teams are so evenly matched. What did they give them, 5 minutes?
4 minutes.
Palmer, a nail biter. He's exactly right. A nail biter, a toe biter, a finger biter. Yep. Palmer, he's the man, huh? He's 70-something years old and sits down there and does game after game after game and doesn't miss a beat. Class act, man. Class act teams. Kipnuk Falcons, Akula Tundra Foxes. People that if you're not there, you got some of the best kids I've ever seen doing this tournament for I don't know how many, 10 plus years. These two teams represent well. The sportsmanship is amazing. Just outstanding young men, great coaches. be very proud of these boys here out on the court. Sorry, we're kind of pausing to see what's going on. I think they're just kind of getting set up. Like I said, it's intense down here, isn't it, man? You can just feel it up here.
And it'll belong to Akula. 4 minutes on the clock here for overtime. Glenn Wasley to Christopher Alexi. Driving into the lane, and it's going to be an offensive foul.
Oh, that was a good call. Good sportsmanship by Alexi, too, picking up the player from Kipnuk. He dropped his shoulder and went right into his chest. Good job taking the charge. I know that hurt.
That was a tough hit.
Yeah, that was a tough charge.
3 minutes, 45 seconds. Colin Carl.
Possession basketball, Matthew. Each possession is going to be huge and count.
Here we have Kendall Hanley to Daniel Dock on the right sideline. Topped by the logo, by the half-court line is Hanley. Finds Frank Paul. Daniel Dock, three-pointer.
Big shot. 49-46, Kipnuk with the three-point lead. That was a big shot, man.
Glenn Wasley, right side, setting up the offense for Akula. 3 minutes, 10 seconds, Christopher Alexi.
Kipnuk playing man-to-man.
We have Glenn, decides to shoot, and no good. And Montel Wasco with the steal and basket.
49-48, 1 point lead for Kipnuk, 2:50 left in the game.
Colin Carl is pacing himself. Handley, Frank Paul, that's a two. And offensive rebound. Handley muscles it in. Tough basket there by Handley. Muscled it in. Kipnuk 51, Akula 48, 2 minutes, 30 seconds here in overtime. Theodore Andrew calling the play, he wants it. To Montel Waska. Running jump shot, no good. It belonged to Kipnuk here, 2 minutes, 10 seconds.
And if you're Kipnuk, this is where maybe you want to slow it down a little bit and look for a good shot. 51-48, 2:03 left in the game.
Handley.
3 point lead,
Daniel
no
Dock,
rush.
and it's going to be a short timeout here by the Kipnuk Falcons head coach Adolph Paul.
Good timeout, good timeout. Get your guys to gain their composure. Have them get calm right now. If you're Kipnuk, you just kind of play it out for a while. There's no reason you need to run and foul or do anything, because Akula's, if they foul, they still got 3 fouls, don't have any fouls to give. So if they foul, Kipnuk's going to be shooting.
Yeah.
Right now, just do what they did last time and go for the steal. They got it before, they can get it again.
Little under 2 minutes here in overtime for the 37th annual 1A District Coastal Conference Basketball Tournament, the championship game for the boys bracket. We have the Kipnuk Falcons and the Kasiglik Akula Tundra Foxes. Kendall Handley inbounding it to number 4, Daniel Dock. Left side wing is Handley. Slip pass to Colin. And
Dribble
a steal
drive, good job.
by Glenn Wasley. 1 minute, 40 seconds. Wasley driving on the sideline to Christopher Alexi.
No rush, just get 2 right now.
Montel Waska to Glenn Wasley here.
Good defense by Kipnuk.
Montel Waska, skip pass to Christopher. And traveling violation.
That was a good call. They got him. Kind of got caught up wanting to shoot that 3, then took off on the dribble. No, that was a good call, Coach.
And it'll belong to Kipnuk in the alternating possession with 1 minute 20 to go. Here in overtime, Kipnuk Falcons, Kasiglik Akula Tundra Foxes.
51-48, Kipnuk hanging on to that 3-point lead.
And they're not in any rush here, slowing it down to kill time. Daniel Dock on the right sideline, and it's going to be a
calling a foul.
Number 13, Montel Waska.
Caught him on the hand.
And the referee's going to deliberate the call.
Yep, it's going to stay. Oh, they called the timeout first. Right? I'm confused.
I'm confused as you are right now.
At first, the ref called the foul, and then I think at the same time, the Kipnuk coach was calling the timeout, and one of the other refs called the timeout before the other referee called the foul. So Kipnuk will just retain possession of the ball. There's a minute left, 3-point game. Akula's good. They don't need to panic right now. They need to keep doing what they're doing. You know, about 40 seconds into this, if you haven't got the ball stolen, or 30, you might want to foul then.
Yeah.
And you know, try to go down and get a quick basket and then go for the turnover. But still, with a minute left, they're not in bad shape. They're still okay. 51-48, like we said, a minute left in this overtime period. For the winner goes to state in this 37th annual 1A Coastal Conference Championship game. It's been all it's billed for. Tons. These guys, the sportsmanship, both teams out there high-fiving each other's in between possessions and timeouts. Just class acts, man.
Here we have Kipnuk inbounding it. Colin Carl getting picked up here by number 3, Theodore Andrew. Almost a 5-second. Kendall Hanley to Daniel Dock. They're in no rush to shoot.
And if you want to foul, oh man, turnover.
Theodore Andrew with the steal. Going all the way, goes in for
There
the
we
layup.
go.
1-point game with 35 seconds to go. Handley getting it. Montel Waska with the foul here.
And that's a good foul. That's who you wanted to foul. Hanley's had trouble shooting free throws. And worst case scenario now, he makes them both. You're only down by 3. It's still a one-possession game.
Yeah.
Really impressed how well these teams are coached. That's his 5th foul. He'll be out of the game, number 13 for Kasiglik. Man, class act young man. Look how they go over to the benches. Man, just an excellent job of sportsmanship on both teams, hugging each other.
That's
and
number 13, Montel Waska. That's his 5th and final foul.
wish you've seen more of this at the 3A, 4A level.
And Handley misses his first free throw.
Here we go. That's what I mean.
Still a 1-point game with 33 seconds.
That's who you want to foul if you have to foul somebody. Let's see if he can make a second. Rebounds big, too. You got to remember to get the boards.
Kipnuk 51, Akula 50.
Grab the shooter. Grab the shooter. Oh, no. Lane violation. Yep, be careful, boys. It's all right. Lane violation. Somebody got to remember to get the shooter. Hanley's vicious on the board, so you want to make sure you get a body on him.
Second shot is up and no good. Glenn Wasley coming up with the rebound. 28 seconds. Going to reset the offense. 25 seconds. It's a 1-point game. Agula's down. Christopher Alexi going all the way to James Brink for the layup, in and out.
Loose ball.
Daniel Dock coming
Foul,
up.
foul,
10
foul, foul,
seconds.
foul, foul.
They need a foul. They need
What
to
are they
foul.
doing?
5
You got to
seconds.
foul.
And 3 seconds. And that's
Way too late. Come on, boys. Get up. You're good. You're good. There we go. They waited way too long after that. I'm not sure why the player didn't foul. We'll be shooting 2 shots with 1.4 seconds left. Kipnuk 51, Akula 50.
Colin Carl for Kipnuk at the line, shooting 2. His first shot is up and no good. He'll be shooting 1 more. And Akula has a timeout left.
Yeah, take it right after this.
Seconds.
If you get, man, they waited too long to foul there, you know. 10 seconds ran off. Coach just let the referee know, call timeout, yeah. Good timeout so they can get it at half court.
Is up and good. Kipnuk 52, Akula 50 with 1.4 seconds on the clock here in overtime. What is Akula going to draw?
You got to catch and shoot here, man. You got to get somebody moving, screen away from the ball, get somebody moving and get the shot thrown up and going.
I wonder if they're going to inbound from full court or from half court.
I think they get it at half court.
I think they're deliberating on that call right now.
Yeah. Referees have done a really good job. There's maybe, a couple calls that we didn't like, but
they're going to be at full court.
Oh, yeah. So it's going to have to be the old football, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get somebody on the baseline, run up and screen somebody coming down from the other end of the court, have him break free, and hopefully, they can hit him on the run and he can catch and shoot. If you're Kipnuk, the last thing you want to do is foul right now.
James Wiseman.
Oh, yeah, just what I said, watch.
Brink, number 23, James Brink. He's going to
Throw
football
it,
pass it.
throw it.
And it's going to be out of bounds. Kipnuk ball. Kipnuk 52, Akula 50. It's going to be Kipnuk possession on the sideline.
And all Kipnuk do is has to touch it right here.
And it's going to be Kipnuk under their basket.
(52-50), 1.4 seconds left in the game. Kipnuk has the lead.
And that's going to be a foul with 1/10 of a second left on the clock. Kipnuk 52, Akula 50.
Yeah, and if you're Kipnuk, make the shots. Don't miss intentionally. To try to make your baskets and make it a 4-point game, and it's over then. 52-50, 0.1 second left on the clock. Kipnuk with the lead.
First shot is up and good. Kipnuk 53, Akula 50.
You're going to see a flood of emotion both ways here right after here in about 0.1 seconds. And your heart goes out to the loser and your heart goes out to the winner. Great job, young men.
And that'll
That's
conclude the 37th annual 1A District Coastal Conference basketball tournament on the boys' side. The Kipnuk Falcons are the 2024-2025 Coastal Conference champions over the Akula Tundra Foxes 53-50 in overtime.
Oh, this is a great scene out here. Your heart goes out to Kasiglik. They fought hard, and in a game like this, like we said, there is no losers. They're all winners. It's just a matter of a score and class act organizations. The amount of sportsmanship and camaraderie and just the values that you want all these kids to have, they just showed it out here tonight. I don't know, I'm kind of almost speechless right now. I mean, really good basketball game. It was a great game.
Had it.
They had it.
They had it. It was right there. They were right behind the tail of Kipnuk, and Kipnuk prevailed.
Yeah. Kipnuk, they did it. They won it. You got to give them their credit where it's due, and they played their hearts out. Both teams did really good. Man, I don't even know what to say right now. I'm just.
Congratulations to Kipnuk and
Yeah,
the whole
man.
organization.
For sure, exactly.
Kipnuk and Kipnuk Falcons assistant coach Rico Yardaniano, head coach Adolph Paul,
They
Alan Hudson, the site administrator, everyone out there.
Kipnuk coaches did a great job adjusting to a lot of the different things that the Akula coach was doing. Really well coached by both teams. Like we said, this could have went either way. Your heart goes out to the young boys from Kasiglik, but at the same time, you're really happy to see Kipnuk and their family and friends out on the court right now with them, and But we still got one more game here. We got a really exciting game between KYUK Grizzlies and Nebuskiak Girls, which should be another bar burner.
And again, Kipnuk, they're going to be representing the Coastal Conference over at the 1A State Championship Tournament in 2 weeks.
And they'll represent well, man. I mean, like I said, you know, class act bunch of kids, class act bunch of people in their community. Be proud of yourselves. Hold your head high. Same for KYUK, or Akula, excuse me. Hold your head high. You did well. You know, it's just sports. Somebody's got to win and somebody's got to lose, and there's always another day.
And we are scheduled for 9 p.m. I don't know if we're going to wait a full hour again. Maybe we're going to speed up the time, maybe.
Yeah, I think so what they're doing is they're getting the crowd out for this game, and the crowd that's been sitting now for about 5 hours for the next game will get to come in.
Truly insane.
Yeah, they're trying to make it so that each team's fans that traveled here can get a seat. Otherwise, if they didn't, you know, a lot of the people that traveled here to see their kids play couldn't get in here. So good job by Sharon Wagner and the rest of the crew making it so both teams could get in here. And like you said, I think it's a 9 o'clock start, but I have a feeling they're going to try to get it going sooner.
All right, and thank you, Corey. We'll be back here for the last game of the 37th Annual Coastal Conference 1A District Basketball Tournament. And we'll bring it back to the station. Iris?